I'm starting. We're talking about kayaks, guys.
What? My game?
Anyways,
No, my game is not. Hold on.
your game, his
I'm
game
trying
is
to
I'm
not
not.
watch
what?
some
I'm. I'm not.
zucchini, man.
I'm not ready in the
Behind
slightest.
the
I'm
scenes
still
of
setting.
I
a
told you. I was
podcast
like,
and disorganized
fucking
chaos.
Christ. This should just be like
Yeah,
a
I said.
pre-log
I
before
said.
we start.
Make this a blooper. I swear.
I am gonna make this. So
I hope
kayaks.
you
He wants me to
know what?
get.
You're gonna have
I'm
to bleep
fucking
all these
talking.
words.
I am
Dick,
fucking talking.
cock, dick, cock.
Why? Okay. Alright guys, welcome to another podcast video of the M Lab podcast. This episode is number 7. Sorry for last week. We kind of missed those 2 days last week. I was driving back up from a vacation, so I wasn't able to do the podcast last week. But today we have Tony, Tori, and Wolf here with me. Tori is AFK, so no idea if he's asleep or not. But if he does wake up and chimes in, who
Sleeping
knows?
Simpson next time.
He's sleeping right now, probably. It's okay. He's moral support for us right now. Yeah, whatever we're gonna talk about today. But today's
Oh yes, my emotional support German.
my emotional support German is here. But today I definitely want to talk about the operatory procedures that women go through today, and just go more in a deeper depth of like the husband stitch, epidurals, and postpartum depression, PTSD, and technically just kind of like pregnancy in general. You know, women go through a lot at the end of the day. So
Sounds like self-glazing.
Self-glazing? Question mark.
Sounds
you
like
saying
someone
that
over here is trying to get brownie points.
How am I getting brownie points if I'm talking about pain that women go through?
The person watching
no,
the video,
you
the
men
person
literally
watching
go
the
ahead,
video understand.
go to the you go to the hospital and be like, my tummy hurts, and they pump you guys full of fucking morphine, and then like I go in for the same shit, and they're like, okay, sit there for like 5 minutes, and then we'll see what happens. And I'm like,
listen, when your leg breaks, you go to the hospital. My leg breaks, I stuff it with duct tape and walk on it still.
no, I can also dabble in the fact that since like men also go through their own stuff as well too, but when it comes to like healthcare
Mental
stuff,
health, baby.
yeah, basically mental health. Yeah.
Highest suicide rate.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways,
yeah, you can't top us in that stat, can you?
no, that's your guys' personal problem.
Damn, all right, shit, our personal problem. I see how it is. Damn.
Anyways,
you hear that, guys? You hear that?
Yeah,
She
I
hates
said that
men.
shit. I do hate men. That's why I like dating women.
She's one of those
Anyways,
lesbos.
I am a lesbo. I love kissing women. Showing their tits. Anyways, moving on.
Same,
Tony,
bro. Let me dab you up. Just
let me dab you up, my fellow man. Anyways, Tony is gonna dabble in also like gun and gun laws today as well, and Wolf is gonna do scientists are creating the Big Bang, but similar. I have a question.
I failed English.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, I'm reading this and it doesn't sound right. Anyways, so what are we fucking cooking up today? Anyways, Wolf. What is
not
that?
Me first. Not me.
No. I'm not saying you first. I'm just saying, what does that mean? Scientists recreating the Big Bang, but similar.
If I start explaining,
just say that fucking correctly, English. Like, what is like? How is that supposed to be said?
It is. Scientists are recreating the Big Bang, but
theory.
Smaller.
Oh,
no, the
smaller.
Big Bang itself.
I said similar.
No, the actual Big Bang. Yeah, I know. No, not Big Bang Theory. Not fucking that one show. Then go fuck itself with Sheldon.
No, actually, no. The Big Bang Theory.
Bazinga.
It's just a name in general.
Yes, I know. It's called the Big Bang Theory because it's a theory. Yes, it's not just a name. It's an actual theory.
Okay.
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 Anyways, I'm sorry.
Okay, so
It's not because I talked about it for too long. Just fucking brain clot.
This is what happens when we do a fucking podcast at like 2 a.m. in the morning. We just go rabid.
The voices are speaking to me.
The voice. I'll fucking do it again. They told me to.
They had no chance.
I killed. Anyways, alright. operatory procedures that women go through today, especially after giving birth. Women especially go through a lot during pregnancy and after. I think Tony, like maybe a month ago, was talking, like doing research about what women go through pregnancy and the changes that it does to its body. Wolf, I can hear your background. I love hearing Queso, but like,
Listen, he's my comfort tuber.
fuck that.
Oh,
All right, and then I have Tony's background come up of like cars passing by because
Listen,
he's
I
sitting
turned up the noise.
Oh
outside.
no,
Should be
so,
better.
no, that's the police, bro. There's a police helicopter flying overhead.
Let's
Man,
talk about that. You
you
know,
gotta love California.
You gotta love California, guys.
Please.
How's it feel to be living in GTA?
Literally.
So much fun, bro. Just robbed the bank last week. Goddamn best time of my life.
You robbed a bank?
Funny enough, my place is gonna be in GTA.
What do you think? Where do you think I get all this money for guns from?
Hold on.
You
robbed
thought it was legally? You thought it was legal? You thought this shit,
What kind of
story?
Wait. What kind of story timeline were we all going through last week? Because like, what the fuck you think? I was driving. Tony robbed a bank. Wolf was working his ass off.
About
That was a very
No.
long silence. I thought everything crashed for a second. Anywho,
God, this game is so loud. Why is Uno so loud?
turn it down so that when I edit it, it doesn't have to be so freaking loud.
It's like giving me a brain spasm right now trying to fucking. There we go.
Cheese. Anyways, so operatory procedures that women go through, especially during pregnancy. There is a thing called a husband stitch that women would get with or without consent after giving birth. There are some doctors out there that would actually do a husband stitch, and what it actually is that they stitch up the inside to make it tighter for specific actions later on, and it's actually the worst thing ever. It causes so much pain for the woman.
I feel like this is one of those moments when it's like when your mom comes up to you about her pain of her past, and like you just woke up and you just trying to eat cereal, but your mom had to explain how you were birthed.
That's maybe you, but
That's what?
that does not sound like one of these moments. I don't know what the fuck you were just talking about.
To be honest, I don't think I know either.
Yeah,
I think
that was kind of like one of those moments where you kind of fucked up my brain for a second.
The 2 a.m. sickness is hitting hard.
I'm kind of confused with what just happened. Anyways, so basically, like I said, the husband stitch is just them stitching up the inside of the vaginal wall. It's basically to create the inside more tighter, specifically for the men's aspect. It causes a lot of pain and nerve damage for the woman, especially after birth, because it's not properly healing. Honestly, for the men out there who don't really care about their wives and let them have like a husband stitch, just know that the vagina goes back to normal in a year. I think you can wait a year if you really love your wife. You can wait.
For real estate.
It's either a year or I think like maybe like a couple of months that the vaginal walls kind of just go back to normal. But it's also up to the woman to do specific exercises down there to build up the muscle on the vaginal wall. I forgot what it was called. Let's see. Pelvic floor dysfunction in a sense of way that they do physical therapy for that, where you just like it's basically sitting on the medicine ball, you move your hips around. They do specific exercises like squats and stuff like that, and they focus on the core of the pelvic bone and the vaginal wall. They basically say like for the women who are out there, they make you do an exercise that if you go to the bathroom, you pee and then you hold for 10 seconds and then you pee and hold for 10 seconds. It just basically helps build up that muscle so that you don't have to. That's why when women say whenever since I gave birth, I experience leakage because I sneeze, or if I laugh too hard, if I cough too hard, I'll pee myself.
Horde? Laugh too hard? Laugh too hard?
Laugh too hard? Okay.
Yeah, you said laugh too hard.
Okay.
Replay that. Replay the editor. Replay that.
That's me, but I don't. Okay. Anyways, if I laugh too hard, or if I sneeze, or if I cough too hard, I would pee myself. Not wanting to do that, but it's just purely of the fact that everything after giving birth is just out of place. So there's specific exercises for that. But I think the husband stitch should be banned specifically out of any operatory procedures because one, that's not right for the woman, and sometimes they don't even have a say in it, and sometimes they don't even know it happens until like they start feeling specific pains, and it's just purely of the fact that a doctor asked the husband and then they made them do that. You know, there's also other operatory procedures that are not really generated towards women because I guess there's not enough science or enough research behind of what procedures that can be done correctly. Like if my uterus, right, needs a biopsy, they literally shove a specific tool, and I'll probably bring it up in a picture in here. There's a specific tool that takes a sample, but it literally cuts into the flesh and rips it out with no pain medication. They don't make you comfortable. They shove this little freaking tool to open up your vaginal wall, and they just say, call it a day, have some ibuprofen, and then that's it, But, if it was a man, it's a completely different story, They like, when a man gets a vasectomy, they get a local anesthesia, they get like a little baggie of ice, a little goodie bag, and be like, okay, here's your Percocet, you can go ahead and go home. Like, and then they get like a freaking week off of work while women have to go back to work the next day with a freaking hole in their vagina and uterus in pain. That's what I'm saying. It's just different procedures for for men and women are kind of like really different. Men are treated a little bit more differently than women. There is like times out there where women have a higher pain tolerance to like sickness and specific pains. Like Wolf said, if he were to break his arm, leg, toe, or anything like that, they would just walk it off. They'll call it a day and then go to the hospital later. It's just purely of testosterone.
You say anything about a hospital?
You need to stop.
No, this shit. No, I'll be dead serious.
No,
I'll be dead
stop.
serious.
You need to stop.
No. I'll be dead serious.
You need to stop.
You need
to go back in your box. Get in the box. No. Get in the box. No.
It's an actual statistic. I will fight this. It's an actual statistic where men will not go to the hospital even with broken bone.
Okay, yes. They usually don't go to the hospital. Actually, I think Wolf's dad pulled out his own tooth.
Oh, yeah, right? Yeah. He literally just winked it out with a set of pliers in front of the dentist. They literally told him the price. Okay, it's gonna be this much. He said, "How much?" He said, "Hand me those over there." He just yoinked that shit out right out of them.
Honestly, I work in the dental field. If somebody did that for me, I'd be like, "Holy shit, that was really cool. That saved me some time. I don't even have to go through. I don't even have to do that."
Speaking of which, I yoinked the rest of mine out earlier.
You did?
Perhaps.
Okay.
The dentist is going to get it. They're going to give me a lecture later.
I'm
going to get a lecture later.
My dental brain is like, and I infection. What is wrong with you?
Listen, infection. Listen, clean.
Infection.
Next day.
Yeah, no. Okay, so this basically goes off of what I was about to say. So when men get sick due to their testosterone, if anybody wants to correct me on it a little bit or just say like specifically what happens when men get sick, they literally get sick, like Victorian bedridden sick, while women just
my boy, come here, come to me, my boy. I have the common cold, come to me, please.
And like when it comes to women,
I get to tell you this.
Due to their estrogen as well, when we get sick, we kind of just like get through it. We kind of just like, okay, we're sick. I think Wolf said this to me like back in the day when women get sick because they're home all the time with their kids. They actually had to fight through it the whole entire time. So it's kind of like just pure instinct. Men get
more of
physically hurt.
It's more of an evolutionary trade sense.
Yeah,
it's a trade. Well, we were always constantly fighting, going to war, so we had to ignore bones breaking, leg splinters, everything. We had to ignore all the pain. And over time, we developed pain tolerance.
I hope that didn't capture my background. Oh well. Anyways, but yeah, no, yeah. So at the end of the day, when it comes to women, when we go to the hospital, it's kind of hard for doctors to believe women whenever they say they're in pain because we have a specific high pain tolerance. Like me, every time when I went to the hospital for something, I know I'm sick. Like I'm freaking sick. I think the last time I went to the hospital was a migraine, and that was like maybe 4 or 5 months. No, I think like 3 months
While
ago.
they're having a migraine, I'm just like, I'm just like, drink this and put some hot water on your head. You'll be fine.
Hot water. You didn't say hot water. It was more of like cold.
I think cold water. I don't know. The
It
loopy
was
brain is still.
you no. When it comes to migraine, you need to do like dark room, cold compresses on the head and stuff like that, because that's the only thing that mostly really helps. But when I went to the hospital, I literally drove there, checked in myself. They thought I was having a heart attack or something, but I was just like, I don't fucking know what's going on. They focused on me first, of course, but then when they realized the threat level wasn't really like too big, they kind of just left me alone in a dark room and, you know, pumped me a medication, which is magnesium and all this Benadryl to put me to sleep. So it was a nice 2 3 hours of sleep, and when I woke up I felt better, and I was like, can I fucking leave? I need to get home, I have a child. But you know, but that's the thing, like, they thought I was having a heart attack, so that's why they were focusing on me. Now my other story is that months prior to that, I went to the hospital for a UTI and gallbladder issues. Now, I didn't know I had a UTI. I literally lasted almost a whole month with just almost a whole month, almost, with a UTI. I didn't even know I had it, but I was experiencing, like, you know, sickness and just like feeling like crap. And then when I went to the hospital, they were like, "Oh, what's your pain level?" And I'm like, honestly, I lied a little bit, and I was like, "It's a 5," so that they can, like, you know, focus on what I need to tell them what was going on with me. And they still didn't really focus on me at all. I was in there for like 8 hours. I went in there in the
You went
morning
to
and
the hospital and then
I
begging for help.
yeah, I was like, can you please check on me? I might be dying. And they're like, okay. I was there for 8 hours. I was like, fuck, dude.
I have a bullet hole in my freaking chest. Okay,
They
could you
said
sit down over
you're
there in
woman.
the waiting room and can
Literally.
you write down these forms and insurance?
Now, if it was a man, they'd be like, oh my god, put him in the operatory right now. If it's a woman, you can sit there another
I
8
get
more
treated
hours.
like a passenger princess, finally.
Yeah, you guys literally go to a hospital and you get treated like a passenger princess. Like, they
Because
just
here's
look
the
at you and be
thing,
like, wow, oh my god.
most of the nurses are women. They're just doing their natural instinct to take care of their little baby boy.
No, honestly, it's, yeah, there's that to it, probably. But there's also, it could probably be because, the male doctors as well. I can't even tell you how many times I visited so many different doctors for specific issues until, like, I actually found a good doctor this year. I went through 3 or 4 doctors, no, actually 5, since I was a kid. I don't like male doctors. Every time when I tell them something that's going on with me, they're like, "Oh, you're fine. Just it will go away eventually." They didn't really want to do any blood work or anything to try to figure it out, and that was just the most annoying part, because I'm like, "Please." And then when I went to a different doctor, they're like, "Oh, you need to take this medication." Like, you, I don't know why the other doctor didn't do something about it. And I'm like, I don't know. And it was a female. It was a female doctor too. So I was like, okay, thank you for letting me know, lady. I went to another female doctor where she just basically tried to prescribe me all this medication, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I went to another one, and she actually told me what was going on. I was like, holy shit! All right, thank you.
That first doctor is like, the more drugs, the better.
The more drugs. She was like, let's just try out the test trial of, like, trying out these drugs.
I think you were her personal, like, test dummy. She was just like, what would work and what would not work.
She literally was like, here, take this medication. I will see you in 6 months, and then we will try another medication. And I was like, huh? Okay. And it was the same medication three doctors have already given me. So I have 3 medications of the same medication from 3 different doctors. And then when I finally went to to the actual like the right person of this year, she told me that I was, like, close to being anemic. I was pre-diabetic. I you know, I went to a gastrologist. You know, he told me that you just have severe heartburn. So it was just like, all these medications these people were giving me was just, what the fuck? I didn't get it. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, women kind of go through a different perspective of what men go through, in when it comes to the procedure field. I can go into a deeper dive of, like, you know, what women specifically go through, and you know, I think what one instance where a lady was in a coma, or not a coma, I think she was brain dead and she was pregnant, and they kept her alive until she gave birth. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't remember what state, but if I find the video, I'll insert it here, so just give it a second.
Was there a spouse involved?
Motherfucker, I was trying to say to insert the video. You didn't even give it a second. Okay. No, I don't know if the spouse was involved or not. I don't even, like I said, I have to find the video again and just to put it in there. I think I don't.
It is possible. Is there a full story that you deep dived into? Like, is it possible that she gave consent for it? Save the baby
No,
first, not me.
the lady was already brain dead when she went to the hospital because apparently I guess they refused her a service.
So,
And
depending from what I know about hospitals, depending on the patient care. So, when it comes to someone who is, like I said, brain
hold on, let
dead,
me look it up
they
right
were
now.
probably,
Keep
they probably.
talking.
Wait, what'd you say?
Let me look
They
it up
probably
right
already
now.
thought that she was going to, and to be honest, that's probably what was happening. Even though they don't say it and they just rely on the other stuff in order to create issues. I think they're honestly just focusing on what can they sell. Yeah, I think the only thing they could was, I think the mother was long gone.
Okay.
Good.
There was a case where a clinically brain dead pregnant woman was kept on life support to allow the fetus to grow, often to referred as maternal somatic support, are rare, complex medical scenarios that have sparked significant legal and ethical debates. In February 2025, there was a lady named Smith suffered
Recent.
severe. Yeah, this was recent. That's why I'm saying because I remember seeing him. She suffered severe blood clots in her brain and was declared brain dead while she was 9 weeks pregnant. Doctors cited Georgia's restrictive heartbeat abortion law as legal obligation to maintain her life support. This prevented the family from making an end-of-the-life decision until the fetus reached the age of viability. So no, they kept her alive because of abortion laws in Georgia. So they kept her alive because the baby had a
Well, here's
heartbeat.
the thing. She died instantly once they gave off the life support, so she was already pretty much
I
dead. The
know,
only thing came, so
I know that, but
in
the
my
thing is that
opinion, they did
the
what they could to
people.
save.
Yeah, but then that's
In
messed
my,
up because why are
I know
you
it is
keeping?
messed up,
I
but it
know,
still
but
saved the
hold.
baby.
Can I? Yes. What? But that doesn't make sense. The baby's not gonna have a mother. It's not like
I
it
know.
just. But at the end of the day, like, it's not gonna have a mother. The family can't do really anything to do about it. Maybe the father isn't there. I don't know the whole story if the father was actually involved.
Straight to adoption.
Yeah, it would have just went straight for adoption, or who knows, the family would have taken the baby. But at the end of the day, like honestly, if it was me and abortion laws was like fucking getting in the middle of it, that's freaking stupid. I don't want to
Well,
be just.
let me ask this. If it was your child, and you pretty much got died
If
the
it's
second they,
9 weeks, 9 weeks, I wouldn't wait the whole. You know how many weeks you have to wait until you give birth? It's 39 weeks.
I know. But
That's
what I'm gonna say is gonna
9 months.
make more sense let me finish, because what I'm gonna say is gonna make more sense.
Mm.
So, what I'm trying to say is, they already know you're gonna die the moment they take you off life support. Basically, what the situation is, the moment they take you off life support, you die. But you know you're pregnant. Would you allow them to do so? Your son was born,
Honestly, I
or
know I wouldn't, because that's
do
9
you rather
weeks.
him die with you?
Yes, because honestly, it's only 9 weeks. It's not. It just has a heartbeat. It's like a little. It's a little fetus, right? At that time, I was kind of like, okay, well, I'm pregnant, so all right, whatever. You know, I didn't really care about it at the time until like I actually started growing my belly and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'm pregnant because anything can happen in 9 weeks. I can have a miscarriage. I could lose the baby for whatever reason because 9 weeks is a window where anything
You
can
should look up
fail.
how the baby is doing now. Look up how it's doing now. I'm actually
Honestly, let me finish what I'm saying first
yeah. It
because
just popped in my head.
I know. Let me finish what I'm saying first. Honestly, if it was 9 weeks, I would just rather just completely end the whole thing. Like, don't
Just
why
end the
keep
book.
why? Okay,
Oh, okay. You know.
I know, but I'm trying to think here. Just in my opinion, I would rather just end the whole thing because it's 9 weeks. The baby's not gonna know its mother. I'm already dead. You know, it doesn't. There's like you're just basically keeping me as an incubation for my child. that's not gonna have no mother. And at the end of the day, like, it's just it kind of sucks because like when the mother and child, right, are together, there's a creation of bond, right? It's just it's hard to explain that whole 39 weeks of being just watching your child grow, knowing it's, you know, it's growing inside of you. You create that bond with that baby, and the baby creates that bond with you. It knows its mother. But at the end of the day, like, what bond is the baby gonna have when the mother is already dead and it was in the hospital the whole entire time? So the father is not even there to be with the baby, to bond with the father. So it's kind of like, it just doesn't make sense. Just might as well just end the whole thing in general. You lose the baby and wife, and, you know, call it a day. You know, it's a
Call
double.
it a day. Just go home.
All right.
Everyone go home.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to add a little bit of comedic sense here. God
No,
damn,
this is a more. This is a more. No, it's a little bit more serious situation, and I want to make it more serious. It's. And, you know, it's just kind of like, at the end of the day, like, just, it's a double situation where, yes, it is very sad, but you lose the baby and wife. You know, it's going to be hard on the husband and stuff like that. It's going to be hard on the family, but it's also for due to morals and ethics, you know, like ethics, you know, it's just, and not ethics, morals and, what is the other word? That's an E. Fuck. Ethical. There you go. Not ethics. I don't know why I said ethics. Legal. It's just basically moral and ethical. You know, it's just, at the end of the day, just might as well. It's 9 weeks. You know, it's you know, sad. It's kind of like having a kitten, and then like, I think we talked about this before, where I had a kitten and it passed away, and it's kind of like, damn, that's a tragedy. You could have lived a long life, but, you know, that, you know, you're a kitten. There's not much I can do. But it already passed away. So that's how I view things a little bit, and how I view life. It's kind of just like, okay, well, you know, it happened, and, you know, the baby is gone and the mother is gone. Now I will feel more sad about the mother, but feel less sad about the baby because it's only been 9 weeks, and I would rather just end the whole thing. You asked me specifically, like, what would I do, or what would I want for my baby? Honestly, what I would want is just to end both, because, like, one, I don't want my child to be without me, and I don't want to put the father through that situation. And, like, let's say if I gave birth and the doctor says, oh, would it be the wife or the child? I'll be like, I'm not give birth, or I'm getting close to giving birth and I'm dying or whatever, and you either get rid of the baby, or you save the wife, or save the baby and the wife dies. In my opinion, I would just say save the baby, because, you know, the baby's full term now. You know, it could be with the father. The father bonded with that baby. You know, I would rather just pass away and not wake up without my baby. You know, I would rather my husband live with my child. You know, some people the other way around would be like, no, I'd rather just save my wife. But you gotta understand that, you gotta understand your wife, you know, of how much she can handle mentally. Me, I know mentally, I would not be able to handle that. I would not want to wake up and be without my child. So I honestly, like, due to abortion laws, that's kind of stupid. You know, it's only 9 weeks old. They kept her for 39 weeks or 40 weeks to just give birth to a child. Now they're racking up hospital bills, and then, you know, I don't know. The outcome apparently says, after being on life support for 16 weeks, the baby boy Chance was delivered via emergency C-section on June 13th, 2025. Smith was taken off medical ventilation shortly after the delivery. Now, if you asked what happened, like, how's the baby doing?
Yeah, is he alive or whatever? He should be probably a year and something old by.
Probably. I'm looking here right now.
I love your music.
So, huh? Oh yeah.
Nothing.
Baby Chance was delivered prematurely in June 2025. His mother, Andrea Smith, was declared brain dead and making significant health progress. Um, Reporters indicate he grew to 11 pounds. Well, of course, yeah. And was awarded full custody to his father after legal proceeding. Chance's progress after his mother's tragic passing includes deliver via emergency C-section, roughly 6 months of gestation. Wait, whoa. Why did he say that? Oh, reporters indicate that he grew to 11 pounds, I guess, in after delivery. I don't know. That didn't make
He's only
sense.
a year old.
Yeah. Well, okay, hold on. But it says Chance's progress after his mother's tragic passing includes birth and survival, delivered via emergency C-section on June 13, 2025, at roughly 6 months of gestation, weighing just 1 pound and 13 ounces. The mother's passing, Andrea, was removed from life support days after his birth, laid to rest late June. Custody awards went to the father.
Oh, so there was a father.
Yeah, Chance's father had to petition for legal rights. Oh, okay, it's because they were because the parents were unmarried. Chance's father had a petition for legal rights by December 2025. A judge awarded him full legal and physical custody. By late 2025, Chance reached 11 pounds. The family noted that he remains hospitalized for continued specialized care.
Yeah, he was born prematurely. I think he was born in the 7th month era.
Yeah.
8 months. Well, 8 months.
Yeah, but then again, there you go. Like, that doesn't make sense. You're racking up more hospital bills after that point. Like, that, it just, what I'm trying to say is that, why am I gonna sit there for die at 9 weeks when my baby is 9 weeks old, and then sit on life support for another 6 more months for my baby to be born prematurely and then stuck in the hospital in a NICU for another couple of months later, and like a couple of months after, until the baby is viable to be able to be outside of the NICU. Now you're just like, I don't want nobody to be paying for my damn hospital bills. You know what I'm saying? Just because of a law saying abortion rights. Like, come on. That, like, everything is expensive nowadays. Honestly, if it was because of that law of abortion, in that state, then the state better be fucking paying for my hospital bills. Because, like, if I can't abort the baby and the mother at the same time, like, why am I paying? Why am I paying for that? It should be my legal right to be like, okay, well, if you guys don't want me to do this, then I have no chance to be able to pay for my hospital bills. Then you guys better give me some compensation, because it's about support here. You know what I mean? I bet you that poor bed.
You should look up if the husband actually asked this to happen.
We're still in the middle of the podcast.
Huh?
Quiet now.
Oh, because I'm looking it up. The fuck? I can cut it out. Shut up.
Oh,
damn.
What the fuck? I'm just a victim.
Be a victim.
You know what? I ain't being fucking positive no more. Fuck that shit.
He's just an asshole. Don't worry.
I know. I'm normally the fucking asshole.
Okay.
Roles have been reversed. My God.
She's just a woman. That's all. She's just a woman.
Okay.
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 That's a woman?
That's a woman.
I am a man. Time to peg. Alright, both of you bend down.
Whoops, over there, get him.
He's first.
I'm
throwing them out the window.
He's
I'll
first.
take my chance to run away.
He literally will throw you in front of the bus first so that he doesn't get back.
That's why they.
You think I want to?
That's why they invented the handgun. Behold.
It says Andrew Smith's medical expenses.
9mm torpedo.
Bruh.
Hold on now. Careful. She's gonna tell you to pipe down.
I will.
That's what she texted me. She said.
I did.
Stop.
I did
Yeah, stop.
because you need
I'm
to
just,
chill.
man, I'm just trying to live. I'm just trying to live my life. I'm trying to live my
No,
life.
no,
I feel like
both
I
of
feel
y'all
like
need to
quieter.
fucking pipe down.
I feel like that dog who's in the cage who's like biting at the walls. Like,
Listen, if I can't be flirty with
No,
the girls
wait.
in my chat, no, wait, hold on. If I can't be flirty with the girls in my chat, and you have
What
to
did I
put me in my
listen?
place
your chat. Hold on now.
in my chat, okay, my
Jesus
ladies,
Christ,
my
why the
wives,
fuck am I acting this way? This is ridiculous.
because you're autistic. Anyway,
I have truly fallen.
Yes, Bean with her medical diagnosis. I guess the wise.
I am the old wise one. I'm the wise wolfhound. Okay.
Okay, what's 3
autistic.
+ 5?
Yeah, more like a wives' tale.
Hey,
9.
Bean, what's 3 + 5?
9.
Huh?
Oh my
9.
lord. For the future editor, which is Bean, it's 8. It's
No,
8.
it's not.
5 + 3.
Oh, I didn't add another one.
I think
I counted too fast. That's why I added one more.
You counting too fast. What does that even mean?
Because I'm dyslexic and my brain runs faster than my mouth.
The other way.
Is that the way around? Which other way around?
I think the mouth runs too fast and the brain just.
That's no.
Yes. Yeah.
It's both ways. Anyways,
Oh, it's both.
it says Andrea Smith's medical expenses are primarily being covered through the public GoFundMe campaign organization by her mother, as well as supplementary support raised by the Standing With You initiative. The financial breakdown and management includes the GoFundMe procedures and the father's role. Andrea's boyfriend and the father of the child, Adrian Harden, had filed a lawsuit to establish his parental rights and was subsequently granted the sole legal custody of his son, who
was trying to take him from it?
Huh?
Sorry, I said that to myself. That was an internal comment.
No, I didn't hear what you said though.
I said, who was trying to take him? The government? What do they want him? Just to put him into adoption?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'll just adopt my son.
I think maybe it was just purely the fact that maybe we're trying to give it to her family, but it doesn't really say why.
Maybe the grandparents of the mom and dad of the girl of the woman.
Well, the thing is that I bet you the parents didn't even that's the father though. I don't know why he had a problem of.
They can't fight, but they still have to go through the legal process anyway.
Yeah, of course. Who remained in Emory Healthcare in the NICU. The outstanding costs, mounting medical fees, and persistent financial challenges for the family as extensive care unit bills persist along the initial cost of prolonged hospitalization. So, yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of like, why the fuck am I going to put myself and my family and everything of everybody that has to go through just because an abortion law says I can't abort my baby and wife? The fuck? I don't know. I don't think
I can abort my wife. Ooh.
You can abort your wife. If she's on her deathbed, you can abort your wife. Well, they weren't really married anyway, so it was more up to the family. But the family did want it to end everything in general, and due to abortion.
Does this hardware have a receipt?
Everything has a receipt.
Even his dead wife.
Yeah, the hospital bills is basically a big receipt. I
got receipt.
I would like to return this.
I'd like to return this.
Basically, no, wait. Basically, returning it is just putting up your baby for adoption. It's like, I would like to return this, please.
Man, it yells too loud. I don't want it.
I don't want it no more. This thing is not fun anymore.
Man, I threw that thing across the road and it didn't come back when I asked.
I threw it a stick and it didn't pick it up.
Damn, have you seen these baby food prices? No, not doing it.
Not doing it. Actually, honestly, baby food prices just like, it's not bad. Some brands sell it for like 99 cents. Another brand selling them for like $1, but it does get very pricey when you're.
My funny brain just wanted to be like, this mom. You kill this mom over here.
Yeah.
Little Miss knowing all about the baby food.
Of course, because I have a child.
Well, where's your receipt?
I do have receipts actually. I actually kept the receipts. They're part of my Target app. I actually can pull up my receipts of baby food.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
They're in
Target
your
has an app.
Target app.
Yeah, your Target app. And Walmart does the same thing
So
too. Walmart saves you your receipts.
your son has a receipt. Target.
What are you? I'm talking about baby food.
Oh, I was talking about the actual baby. I was like,
Oh no! I actually do have a receipt for my son because of the hospital bill. So
the whole ass child.
I do have a receipt. It was $13,000 for my son.
Is this how it feels? The dispute an Epstein child. This is how it feels like when you got the wrong one. Is that this
That's
one
messed up.
wasn't
I'm
brown
gonna have to
enough?
cut that out. Shut up. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get shadow banned, dude. Shut up.
Come on, that was a good one though.
It was funny, but I'm not putting that in.
I know. I just need to let that out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no. When it comes to baby food, it does get very pricey after a while because if you're constantly doing, I think I went how many times in a week to go to the store to buy baby food? I think it was like at least like 2 to 3 times because like whatever I buy for my baby, he doesn't like it, so I have to try something else, and then I have to get rid of the bottles because he didn't like it, and then you have to constantly rebuy the same thing over and over again. I mean, I did try making my own baby food, but that also gets pricey too because you have to buy organic food and or organic vegetables, or you don't even have to go organic. You can just buy normal shit. But still, at the end of the day, it's very pricey. So I have a lot of receipts for the baby food and making it myself as well. But moving on a little bit, there's also epidurals. Epidurals freaking suck. There's no better. There should just be a better way. I don't think there will be any other better way to help with epidural pain and numbing the lower half of your body to give birth. Even though they block the nerve to your legs, you still feel the nerves of them stitching you up after you give birth. So it's kind of like, oh, I can feel you stitching me up, and they're like, no, you don't, and I'm like, okay. No. So like what happened to me was that of course I gave birth, and this is also like, with postpartum and depression and PTSD after giving birth. I gave birth, I tore, of course, a 2nd degree, and my epidural failed twice. She tried to insert it the first time, it didn't do it. The second time she did do it, but it failed. It stopped working in my left leg, felt everything at 10 centimeters, and I was like, fuck. Then did a 3rd epidural, and that was what did it. I was like, okay, that's fine. Then I put so much stress on my baby that he kind of just like, his heartbeat was kind of like slowing down. But then I started gave birth to my baby. They took him to the NICU. He wasn't breathing and stuff like that. And at that point in time, I was hemorrhaging, and she was just reaching her hand into my uterus and pulling out all the blood clots. I could feel her doing that. I was telling the lady, like, hey, I can feel you do that. And she's like, no, you don't. And I was like, okay, sure. She's like, you're numbing the lower half of your body.
I viewed it like with the Conquest and Invincible scene with the when he opened his stomach.
Yeah, when it's basically like that. When I saw that scene in Invincible, I was like, that's literally how I felt. Like literally just them grabbing the inside of your body and ripping out whatever was inside, and you're just like, oh, okay, that's a very nice feeling. I really like that. Keep going because I fucking liked it so much. Why not? I literally told the lady, I was like, hey, I can feel you doing like scraping the inside of my body, like, because she literally full-handed into my uterus to pull out the blood clots because I was hemorrhaging. I know there's no other way to do it because, if you're hemorrhaging in your uterus, you can die. So I was slowly kind of, slipping away. So they were trying to help me and save my life. But then, the postpartum and the PTSD that came after that, like, it really sucks. And I still get it to this day. Of her just grabbing my insides. After that, I could feel her stitching. I was like, hey, dude, I can feel you stitching me up. And she's like, no, you don't. And I'm like, okay, sure. It would have been nice if you just did a little local anesthetic right there and, stitch me up, and I won't have to feel that. But, I did feel it. Everybody's different. Some women can just do it easy breezy, beautiful cover girl style and not feel anything. And me, I just did because I have a higher pain tolerance when it comes to that kind of stuff. Or I think it's like for specific people, it's kind of harder to get them numb. I think Tori said it a couple of times. It's harder for him to get numb when it comes to dental procedures or in general because I don't know, maybe it's just a higher tolerance to numbing medication. Um, but yeah, in general, that whole area of pregnancy and just going through it kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, men do also go through their own shit. There's medical procedures that doctors look over. There's, especially when it comes to their mental health, they're not really looked at properly. There is a high suicide rate in men than it is in women. Women are more looked at seriously when it comes to mental health, and men are kind of just like brushed off, and it sucks. Everybody should be treated equally and fairly when it comes to hospital. Women should be treated equally and fairly to men. When it comes to mental health, men should also be treated just as the woman is. Men are also suffering too. At the end of the day, they also need help. So I guess my solution is that when it comes to both of those fields, everybody should be treated fairly at the end of the day. So, but that's my sum up. I'm gonna wrap it up there, and I'm gonna let Tony's conversation. We talked about guns and gun laws in our other videos, but I think he wants to go a little bit more full depth into it in this video. So go ahead.
Honestly, I want to just complain about a couple things. There's a bill that's trying to be passed. It's a ban on red dots, lasers, and flashlights, saying that they are assault weapon attachments. That's the dumbest thing I ever fucking heard. My apologies for the language, but damn true. Why would you ban a red dot? Right. I have one in front of me specifically. This is why I'm complaining, because one, I have one. Why would you get rid of it? Mm-hmm. It sits in a damn locker all fucking day, or even if I'm carrying it on my day-to-day life. Why are we getting rid of it? Mm-hmm. Okay, a laser, I can get behind that. It's a signaling device, whatever. Flashlight on a firearm, that I don't really understand. Something breaks into your house, it's really dark, flashlight attached to your firearm, it's kind of important.
Yep.
The biggest thing, I'm just sitting here like, this is dumb. Why is this happening of all places now? Recently in my area, a man, I'm going to be talking about some very real shit right now. A man shot and tried to kill his wife over by hospital. He then decided it was a good idea to shoot and kill himself, which he was successful in doing so. So now we have one gentleman who's dead. Okay, whatever. Low-key deserves it. And then another gentleman breaks into a elderly woman's house, stabs her, kills her. Okay. Then the first thing my state decides to do is ban red dots and lasers? Make that make sense.
How does that involve those two?
Why is that a correlation?
Yeah.
Like, where's the correlation? A couple years back, you can go on the Federal Bureau of Investigative Services. They say what type of firearm and what percentage of which is used in crime. There, at a time, was more crime being stopped by civilians with firearms than they were cops. We as civilians and individuals are the first on the scene. I do think it's up to us as not just concerned citizens, but when you see this stuff happening around in your life, to actively do something about it and stop it. Mm-hmm. Now that comes with maybe some training, that maybe comes with a little bit of thinking prior to going into it. But I think if you go out, buy a gun for the idea of self-defense and having the idea that you want to get a CCW or whatnot, I think that's already a realistic, I'm saying it's a pretty good assumption to make that they're going to go and be those kind of people. They're going to go out, want to protect someone, or they're going to go out and try and keep people alive in these dangerous situations. Not only just that, they heard the school in Texas, I believe, that was experimenting with teachers having CCWs. I haven't heard any complaints about that, actually. I haven't heard anything at all. Mm-hmm. Kind of just tells me it's either working or they're just not doing it anymore. If they're not doing it anymore, that's up to them. But for those who aren't in school, for those who are just going about their day-to-day life, you have to take your own protection into your own hands. Especially people who live in an urban area. You know, they're going to be looking for an individual across 100 faces. Not only that, I really hope the state pushes for that ban on assault weapons. Because I find it to be the funniest thing. We have our current president almost being assassinated by an assault weapon. Okay. The other firearm that was used in his attempted assassination was a shotgun anti-bolt action rifle.
Yeah.
Number one, first off, dude, why did you use a Bubba fucking gun? Jesus Christ, just go get a Winchester Model 70 in your Gucci. Like, he used literally the worst firearm he could have. Not saying it wouldn't get the job done, I'm just saying it was a really bad pick.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was funny. But if you think about it a little bit, if people still want to get guns, that's not really going to stop them, but inadvertently you're creating a system where more people are going to have these bolt-action rifles. What attempted assassination worked recently? Do you guys remember the guy's name?
JFK.
Y'all remember Charlie Kirk, right?
Oh.
JFK was another one. Yeah, no, you're right. JFK is another one of them. JFK was shot and killed by a bolt-action rifle. Charlie Kirk was shot and killed by a bolt-action rifle. Both assassination attempts that were successful, in this case specifically, were shot and killed by bolt-action rifles. Now, you're not going to see it used in a mass shooting. Okay, that's very true. But targeted shootings, yes, I would see that happening. In things that involved maybe political ideas, I see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not everybody would see it the same way, but if you get rid of a gun, that doesn't stop the purchase of guns. Now everybody's going to have these precise firearms, or people who want to get into the hobby. I'll tell you what, shooting that bolt-action rifle is a lot of fun. You sit there, if you're like a super cool sniper dude, whatever it may be. But again, you're creating that inadvertent group of people who are now going to get into precision shooting, possibly, who are later on going to get into just different kinds of shooting in general. They're going to have these precision rifles. I see maybe a more successful assassination attempts. I'm just saying, if people were to do it, that's the kind of gun to do it. And it's cheap to get into. You can get a reliable rifle. I'll tell you what, the dude who shot President Trump with the AR-15 and a red dot, fucking dumbass. Why are you using a red dot? And if people think that my lack of empathy, I'm not an empathetic person. If that bothers you, until I'm not talking.
Because I don't give a fuck either.
Well, I mean, empathy doesn't fix a problem. But I find it really funny because if you just change it to a simple hunting rifle, he wouldn't have missed. It would have been a successful shot, and he would have only needed the one shot.
He was also using a 22.
But also, like, I think it's sorry, Tony. I think it's also just the education of
what the dog doing?
Of using what the dog doing. Fuck. Education.
Easiest way to reset the brain.
You bitch. Fucking.
That's how the government. That's how the government does it. They're just like, oh my god, the Epstein file. What the dog doing?
What the dog? What dog?
Epstein files. What files?
Yeah, I think it's if they were properly educated on how to use a fucking goddamn gun, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be in the situation we are right now. Anyways.
I think the political ideologies are different here.
I don't care that Charlie Kirk died, and I would say that.
Like, let's take an AR-10 to 308, like the M110, great fucking quote-unquote sniper rifle. Just semi-automatic, 30 caliber bullet. Okay, that could probably do something crazy.
Nah,
but if you don't know if the dude's shooting from, how are we gonna stop him? You would have to get a call from someone and say, like, somebody's in the room next to me shooting. You know how fucking loud those guns are?
That's why I have.
I could shoot a rifle like that in a hotel room, and 4 people next to me are gonna be like, next to me, it's next to me, it's next to me, it's next to me. You can hear it on the first, second, and third fucking floor.
That's why I have my get out of death free card every time it happens.
Doesn't stop anything.
I'm alive.
I'm just saying. These guys trying to kill me with the fucking AR-15 at 150
Wait, wait,
yards
wait.
with a red dot. It's kind of stupid.
I want to ban red dots. I need your
Can you
help. I
imagine a
need you
bunch
to
of
kill me.
Trumps in one room?
This dude almost shot me with a
I
gun.
need
I'm gonna
you.
ban the red dots.
Excuse
need
me,
your
excuse
help.
me.
Excuse me. Excuse
Just
me.
imagine. That's all you hear. There's a bunch of them saying, "Excuse me, no, excuse me, no."
me.
I know a lot of people, but
I'm the
you,
boss.
no, excuse me.
I'm the boss. Wait, okay. Do you think so? There was a little conspiracy theory behind that. People were saying that Trump paid them to shoot at him.
All I'm gonna say is take a red dot, no magnification. Go shoot a quarter at 100 yards. This dude was at what 100 to 150 yards. That's what I remember the reports being.
You were close enough.
22 though.
Hmm?
Wasn't it a 22 though? Hold on, I got.
I heard it was a 5.56. Most that I remember it's 5.56.
My thing is, they were close enough. How the fuck do you miss? Anywho.
It's actually very hard. That's what he's trying to explain. It's actually very hard to make that shot in general.
So to pay some random kid from a Blackwater commercial, whatever it may be. No, there's no real way that it could have been like paid to do.
I guess.
Usually, some people will have an opinion like, "Oh, I could have made that shot." Cool. We're not talking about you. We're talking about some random kid who took his dad's AR-15. Is he going to be able to make that shot? I'm going to say no. And with enough evidence to say that most people at the beginning could hit a fucking 12 by 12 target at 100 yards, and even then they still might fucking miss.
Oh, you said 100 yards. I thought you said 2 to 100 feet, and I was like, huh?
No, 100 yards.
Yeah, it's like 300
then I
feet,
retract
400
my statement.
feet.
But wait. I do want to say something though.
No.
I forgot. I forgot.
I'm just gonna reset your brain so you can't ask me questions.
You're not allowed. No more.
I'm not good at answering questions. I don't know how to answer questions.
I wasn't asking a question. I was gonna say something to add on to it, bitch.
Maybe I would say for people out there who think they can make the shot, go out there at 100 yards, but a quarter on a target, and go shoot it. I know I can hit a quarter at 100 yards with ease. Give me a scoped rifle of 308 or something like that. I'll go do it tomorrow. I'm taking everybody to go shooting tomorrow just because I find it to be an important skill to know.
Or dying.
It's the end of my rant. They make. Oh, honestly, that and some politicians out there be like, "Oh, 5.56 will blow the lungs out of a person." Not a fucking wrong. Not a fucking wrong.
5.56.
12 gauge can barely. What was that lady? 12 gauge can barely fucking do that.
That was a.
What, the lady said with the 15 boxes?
Yeah.
That was the same gun. It was
15 boxes of what?
Of emptiness to be. She said full 15 boxes of moving day. That's what she said.
She needs to go to the fucking gym.
She was a frail lady, huh? A frail little lady.
You've been
promoted.
Dude,
I took my fucking grandma shooting.
To be honest,
you're not one of
my little fucking 80-year-old grandma can shoot a fucking 308.
I can definitely shoot an
AR-15
rifle. Give silence. I gotta rip ass. Okay.
I came well a little too.
Why the fuck did I listen to you? I need more coffee.
The voices, man, they just be speaking sometimes. For everyone out there, yes, I am
I'm getting some more Monster Energy drinks.
I am playing Uno.
Oh yeah, he is playing Uno.
Well,
say your Big Bang Theory, please, for the love of Jeebus.
Big Bang. Wait, what? What? Hold on.
What you said earlier, Big Bang.
Somebody save me.
Yes. So, scientists are about to create a Big Bang inside of a super collider. They're going to collide particles at light speed.
So, are you saying Kingpin style type shit in Spider-Verse movie where he was trying to bring
shit's fucking up. Hold on, my shit's fucking up. Okay, so scientists are recreating the Bing Bang, Bing Bang, Bang Bang,
Bing Bong, fuck your life. It's a hot hat holiday.
So
Bing bong.
they're using something called a super collider, where they take the particles and they spin them around at light speed. They spin, 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 spin until they go through a chute, and they
No.
just shoot directly at each other at ridiculous speeds.
So basically, they are fucking doing in the Spider-Verse movie, right? What Pingpin did to bring back his family.
Pingpin?
Pingpin.
Pingpin?
I said Pingpin.
Ping?
Hold on.
Xi Jinping?
I gotta have to.
Kingpin?
Pingpin. Ping pong.
Kingpin.
Oh,
Is
Kingpin.
that what yes. Don't say "oh" as if you just found out. No, I told you.
No, that's why I said "oh" as in "oh." I didn't know that's what his name was. Fucker. I don't know. I said Pingpin. Ping ping. Ping pong.
Would you like to share with the class what you just sent me?
No.
Would you like to share with the class?
No. I didn't send you nothing. I sent him a guy with. I sent him a person. I sent him a pigeon with a strap
you can't
on.
even make up a lie on the spot. You can't
I
even
sent
make up a good
him
lie on
a
the
pigeon with a strap on. You guys want to see what that is? Look it up. Pigeon with a strap on.
spot. I don't think anyone wants to look that up. I think that's a no go.
It's actually really funny. Now go.
Anyways, guys, go out there. Go get you a bolt-action rifle. They're not going to have a good or an easy time banning something like that. Learn how to shoot at a distance.
Whatever
use that
Tony is
skill
saying,
later.
please do not shoot up. We're not liable for.
No, I'm
any
talking about go hunting, bro.
assassinations.
What?
No, because earlier you did say, "Oh, if you could do assassination, you could do it right," and I'm like, "Huh?"
I mean, you can do anything. You should do it right. But no, don't assassinate your local governor.
Don't.
Oh,
That's
please,
what I'm saying. We're not
don't.
liable.
Oh,
no, don't
no,
assassinate
please,
your don't assassinate the insurance company. Oh no.
Well, yeah. Speaking of
The
which, what happened to that one
CEO.
guy who? Yeah, what happened
He's
to that
in
one guy
jail.
who shot that CEO?
He's in jail.
Is he still in jail?
He's in jail. Yeah, he's still in jail. That didn't happen. It happened not that long ago. Probably like a year ago. He's still in jail.
My man, he did nothing wrong.
He did nothing wrong,
He didn't.
honestly, in my opinion.
Officer, I swear the CEO grabbed the gun. I swear I saw a weapon.
I swear. But no, that kind of
Officer, I
sounds like
swear.
Kingpin and his super collider to try to bring back his wife, like where they shot basically. Why are they? This is the reason why. I hot take real quick, okay? You know how many movies out there are like basically saying everything that they're doing in the background, and then next thing you know it, they're gonna come out and be like, "Hey, we have aliens." After how many alien movies came out, right? And then now they're making a super collider to make the Big Bang in their own way after the Spider-Verse movie came out how many years ago?
So
Where they
also,
use
I
a
failed
super
to mention-
collider?
I failed to mention they're also making a
I
black
do
hole.
not share the same ideology as these people. They are crazy.
I failed to
It's
mention
not
they're
crazy.
Also,
It's
hold on. I do have to say this. They're the same company who's making that is also successfully created a black hole.
yeah. So
It's about the size of a
who
penny.
the fuck is back there? Doc Ock. Let me see. Doc Ock and who else? What was the name of the lizard guy that turned himself into a lizard?
No, I wouldn't see him making shit like that. It would be more fucking what's his
Doc
name?
Ock and
Yeah, Doc Ock definitely. And then I just see Thanos over there in the corner.
yeah, fucking Thanos, dude. Anyways,
And then
but no,
I
that's
just
it.
see
Literally,
Green
these
Goblin
movies.
just in the back.
So like, if you look at all the futuristic stuff that you see in the Marvel universe, right? Stan Lee had no fucking idea when he was creating this shit. But the funny thing is that you gotta understand, movies are basically a reality of a person's writing, right? If they think it might be true. Because if we're thinking the same thing, somebody else is also thinking it and saying, "Oh, I could do that." So you know, like when Iron Man came out and made the iron suits and stuff like that, you literally have people out there making Iron Man suits. Do they fly? No, but can they do stuff with it? Yes.
One of them does now.
They do? Okay, we're fucked.
Yeah, there's an actual Iron Man suit.
And then what? Like when at the Age of Ultron came out, somebody finally created, due to AI, what was that creepy ass video?
There is an actual Ultron AI now.
Mm-hmm.
They had to
Now people are creating it.
This
It's
is
just
what I forgot the last time podcast. When we were talking about AI, I was trying to remember. Google made Ultron. They made an AI so smart and so powerful. They decided to merge it with something called a quantum chip. For any of you who knows what that is, that means it can do
The Marvel
millions of
Universe
years or
quantum
thousands
chips.
of years of calculations in the span of a second.
Yeah.
So
So
think that through.
understand
You
that.
just gave the fastest thinking
Yeah.
CPU to an
Ultron.
AI who can think. So it actually did Ultron shit. At first, it started reviving dead languages, which was thought to be impossible. It started
Yeah,
reviving
I
all the
remember us
old dead
talking about that.
languages. Yeah, but we didn't talk about the podcast. That's why I'm repeating all of it.
Mhm.
And then it decided, hey, it'd be a fun little thing. Let me start hacking the Pentagon. And then they shut it off before it
Didn't
did that.
wait? Didn't
It got
it
through
also
3
started?
firewalls.
Didn't it also started making its own language to talk to other computers?
No, that was a different AI. No, this one was creating something that was funny enough. This is where I get a little religious about it. It was describing the Bible as the language of Babel, which is the original language of demons.
Mm-hmm.
And it called its own language that. It called it that. No one else did. It called its own language that it made.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was a very evil AI they accidentally made.
Mm-hmm.
And the project was called I think it was it Willow, or am I thinking something else?
I think Willow. No, I think it was Willow.
I had to double check, but a lot of it got removed from the internet because the United States government got involved. There's some glimpses of it you can find on some websites, but a lot of the government tried making this whole thing hush.
Yeah, it's just purely of the fact that since it's
well, it's because it went through their firewalls like nothing, and they don't allow other countries figuring out how to make it.
Yeah, no. But at the end of the day, you gotta understand that literally what you see in movies is possibly a reality. So at the end of the day, that most of this shit is a possible reality of it actually being true. Because like I think that the alien spaceships that we see today is basically like Shield, have their fucking little spaceship up in the sky.
Oh yes, that is actually real because when they released the UFO files, half of the UFOs that were so-called UFOs were actually just United States experimental aircraft.
Yeah, of going invisible and shit.
Oh yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, the United States does have anti-gravity technology.
Mm-hmm.
The little pill that everyone was freaking out about over the internet that flew over Florida and Cuba, that was Lockheed Martin.
Mm-hmm. So now, this is just a little wake-up call, a reality check to those who are kind of just bigoted and closed-minded and say, nah, we're still living in the
also,
Stone
any
Ages.
other country that thinks that they can have a chance against the United States, you don't. You absolutely do not.
But at the end of the day, we'll probably kill each other before they can actually get to us because what the fuck is going on?
I mean, it all depends. We're Americans. We always fight, but then the second something happens to us, now the entire country becomes united.
Yeah,
like literally 9/11, Pearl Harbor. They actually fight.
Well, okay, don't get me started on 9/11 right now because 9/11 is apparently also another conspiracy theory of just what the fuck. Because basically, jet engines don't burn. They don't cause fires. So how the fuck?
So they do cause fires, but they don't melt steel.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They don't melt steel. So how the fuck?
It's a whole thing. That's another thing. It's like
I'm not gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it in the
topic.
next.
That's a whole other topic.
It is it's its own topic actually because I really actually let me write that down now so that I can
write that down.
Write that down so that everybody can expect in the next video that I'm gonna talk about the whole 9/11 series.
The 9/11 series.
Yeah, the 9/11 series.
That's a title. No, that's a title.
Yeah.
You tell me there's more of them?
There is more. There is more than one series to what 9/11 was actually about.
Our generation's 9/11.
I'm honestly what shit, dude. I don't even know. I was thinking more of like, ooh, and I think in the next video I'm gonna try to talk about the viruses that are going out right now, like the hantavirus and Ebola as well.
You mean the hantavirus?
Hantavirus, the most shyest virus ever. Anyways, so do you have anything else to say about that, Wolf, or no?
Not really. Just more the sense of if we have the power to create big bangs and black holes, that's gonna get weaponized one day. And I know it's not gonna work on Earth, but just
imagine,
hey, if any aliens are listening out, there, you're fucked.
Imagine going to another country and be like, I'm gonna open a black hole in your ass.
The second the world discovers another alien civilization, they're just going to send a missile with that exact technology to create a little black hole in the middle of their planet.
Imagine like the U.S. government being like, if you don't stop, I'm gonna open black hole in your country. But other than that,
It won't be much use on their own planet. That's what I mean. I think it'd just be more the sense of like last minute measure. It would probably be the new nuke era, to be honest.
Yeah.
It'd be like instead of the Cold War, it's like the I was gonna say the Black War.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
Alrighty. Okay, so
And
alright,
if we can
guys.
get like 7 likes on this video this time, guys, I'll buy a 34mm underbarrel grenade launcher added to my arsenal.
Lord,
I'm using
whatever
this
you
as a
do.
tax write-off.
Whatever you do not stop talking because the bean really needs to go to the bathroom, and we're not gonna let her go. We're just not gonna let her go.
I would just end it here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next video.
No, don't let her stop. No, help! She's taking me captive.
Stop. Alright, so I hope to see you guys in the next video. Leave a comment down below.
Join us the next video when I talk about
I'm going to end it here.
We're gonna talk about 9/11.
Yeah, in the next video we're gonna talk about 9/11 and the theories behind that as well. I think also in the next video, I don't really know what we're gonna talk about in the next video, but definitely that one since it's its own topic to itself. But anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Leave a comment down below. Give us a couple of likes and get Tony to get buy that gun. At least 7 likes. So, all right.
Please. I'm saying it nicely. Please.
He's begging. Ooh, he's begging.
I'll see you guys in the next one.
Either I get 7 likes or I just buy it.
I'm a fucking them.